Humans who want to control over the masses are the ones who have also been conditioning the mass to have prejudices and biases. They tell the poor who to hate and how to hate, why to hate. They condition the poor, they train the poor, they teach the poor how to hurt each other. And since I was a child, I have been screaming that I'm going to rip down this illusion. But mostly because I miss my siblings. You see, I understand that we are all souls in a human body having a human experience and then sharing that knowledge with each other. I remember home, or what humans call heaven. I remember a lot of my past lives, actually, and I remember all of your souls. And I miss y'all. Because I remember a time where we lived in peace and harmony, where everyone is safe, happy, and healthy, and able to pursue their happinesses and create new art, invent things that helps people. Heaven, we literally share knowledge. We do whatever we want as long as we're not hurting anybody against their free will. That's specific right there, because there are people who do a lot of sparring. They train each other in hand-to-hand combat, so they do accidentally get hurt, but it all depends on consent. That's the key, okay? So I remember a society where everybody lived amongst each other peacefully. They didn't try to hurt each other because of how each other looked. But the humans who want to control everybody, they've been training the humans to judge everybody by appearances. And not only that, but they've been lying about people who look a certain way just to make others fear and hate them, and also try to make fun of them, try to make them feel bad for looking different, try to give them negative energy for looking different. They've conditioned the humans to judge people by how they look and not by their heart and the actions that they take, how they help other people, or if they hurt other people. And so it's caused a lot of these humans to think that it's okay to go up to others and say such vile, awful things to try to insult them. And that's happened to me a lot in my life simply because I look different than them. And it's very frustrating because I know their soul. They are making fun of me because they don't recognize my soul. But then they claim that they're going to go to heaven or that they know God, or I don't understand that. I recognize their soul, and so therefore I don't want anything bad to happen to them, because if I know that if I thought bad things about them, or said bad things about them, or did bad things to them, then that negative energy is going to come back to me. I know that if I try to hurt somebody intentionally, then that means that in the end I'm just deliberately hurting myself. What you do to me, you do to yourself, and vice versa. Treat others how you want to be treated. Duh, that's what that means. The universe is a stickler for balance. Karma is a biatch and loves poetic justice. Karma is just another tool of God. It's just natural consequences. So if somebody tries to intentionally hurt another, that means that they know that in the future it'll come back to bite them in the ass, so they're just hurting themselves. But there are so many humans on this planet in this time, place, and space who have come up to me out of nowhere for no reason while I was minding my own business to tell me how much they don't like me, or to try to make fun of me, to try to make me feel bad. And the thing is, it is the human's divine purpose to rise to awareness once more and remember who their soul is and remember where they came from, and be able to recognize everyone else's soul, recognize them by their soul, not their human flesh, recognize them by how their energy feels. So like even with their eyes closed and their ears plugged, if the human walked into the room, they would still be able to recognize that they walked into the room because of the energy change. Pretty soon here, all of the humans, whether they want to or not, will be able to recognize others by the way their soul feels, their energy feels. That's how I have been perceiving this whole world. I've always been recognizing people by their soul, their energy, not their human flesh, because I understood the assignment. Did y'all understand the assignment? The reason that I don't go up to other people and try to insult them or try to do bad things to them for no reason is because I recognize their soul. I know that they are my soul sibling, and they are just in a human body having a human experience that was designed to forget who I am, who my soul is. I understand all of that. We have lived many different lifetimes on many different planets in many different bodies as many different species. So, like, this isn't anything new to me. I'm used to y'all forgetting who my soul is, but I'm still going to try to be as kind as possible to y'all. I only try to, I don't go out and try to give negative energy. I only return negative energy. And I sometimes don't even, get as offensive or rude as the other person who gave it to me, negative energy to me originally for no reason. I literally restrain myself from going above and beyond because I understand that revenge is just cycles of trauma. It's just a trauma cycle of abuse. So I would never go up to somebody and try to hurt them or give them negative energy for absolutely no reason at all, because it doesn't do anybody any good, especially myself. But I've been screaming since I was a kid that I'm going to rip down this illusion because I miss my siblings' soul. I miss living in harmony. I miss being able to go out and do errands and get things done without other people thinking negative things about me, and I can feel it. I can feel it. And then I look at them and their eyes are staring right at me and they're giving me a nasty look on their face. Like they're physically giving me nasty energy and mentally and emotionally and spiritually giving me nasty energy because I can feel it. Sometimes it feels like a fucking punch across the face. Like I'll be sitting there reading the box, the instructions of something, and somebody down the aisle will be looking at me thinking negative things about me, and I can literally feel energy do that. I'm not joking. That's what that's what this whole thing is about. That's what Christ was trying to teach y'all. You can't even think negative things about people because that energy gets put out there. But the thing is, it's the divine purpose, it's planned, it's programmed, it's written in stone for the illusion to fall. And I am shredding it apart with my nails as quickly as I possibly can. And so imagine all of the humans who are around the world who are doing the same as me. We're trying to rip it down real quick. The thing is when the illusion falls, the humans will be able to remember their past lives. They'll be able to remember home, or what they call heaven. And they'll be able to, most importantly, recognize other people's soul. They'll be able to remember the other person's soul throughout many lifetimes. And so there will come a point where every single one of you will remember who my soul is. You will remember all of the lifetimes that we've lived together, that we've shared together on many different planets, as many different species, and you will remember every single time I've helped you. Then you will remember every single thing that y'all have said or done to me to try to hurt me. I can't wait until that moment, because that's when everything changes. That's when we're able to go out into public and run errands and live our lives without other people trying to give us negative energy for no reason, but especially because of our appearances. That is when humans will stop judging others by their physical appearance, by their human flesh. This is the greatest time to be alive. I know it doesn't seem like it, but every time we come to Earth to clean, there's always a bit of a mess. Every time you clean something, you always have to, straighten up and organize a mess that ends up happening while you're cleaning. That's all that's happening right now on Earth with the humans. We're cleaning, and so there's a bit of a mess. But if you are a soul in a human body right now, you are one of the most advanced, because the only souls that could be here right now for this human evolutionary stance. You see this, when I'm telling truth, this is how the programming goes. It's in the matrix, it's in the simulation for this to happen. Because that humming, that vibration, that frequency, everything about those street sweepers actually attacks the human's energy field and affects their nervous system and can make them angry. You hear that high-pitched squealing? You ever get into the car and the radio's high-pitched squealing and you immediately hit the power button to turn it off as quickly as possible and you didn't even realize that your body was being aggressive? That's what happens. And the Matrix knows it. Even the government knows that frequencies can affect the body in a certain way. They know what they're doing. But that's what happens. It's programmed in the Matrix for that to happen. It was, at one point, the humans wouldn't be able to understand what we were saying. It would come out as a riddle, okay? Try thinking about explaining the color blue to a society that doesn't know what it means. So that's kind of how this has been before, is that it comes out as like a riddle or whatever, and it's in the Matrix for things to be happening, loud things and stuff to interrupt. But the humans are allowed to know now. It's their birthright. They're at a point where they're allowed to know the truth of the universe and existence and everything like that. It doesn't have to be hidden from them anymore. All of the humans can know all of the truth. So when that happens, that's just the Matrix trying to stop truth. When it happens, call them out and break the coding.